Hold on, mister. Is it actually counting, or is it? Oh, it is. Oh my gosh, that actually worked. Wow, so kiddo, if we're on time, we don't have to do that weird little thing-majig that Mom does, where she deletes it and then. So that's the trick, apparently. We have to be on time. Well, wild concept. Certainly isn't our family. Hey. We'll open that in a little. Here. Okay. We'll open this guy first, okay? Excuse me, madam. Excuse me. Hi. So you may have guessed we started getting out our Halloween decorations today. A lot of times I do it all on October 1st, and I'm exhausted because we have 3 boxes. Well, 3 boxes worth. And by boxes, I mean like the tubs you buy at Walmart. You know, the big ones. Anyway, I started putting out the wall things today, and he pulled this out as we were getting ready for bed. He's really excited for spooky time to go out this year. You want to pull out the witch broom? Okay, well, we'll pull this one out. And you can have it next to you. But you gotta be gentle with it, okay? You can't do a whole bunch with it, okay? I know that's loud, huh? And my mom's gonna take this downstairs and put it on our stand so we can make our town, okay? Alright. Do that, and we'll unplug this. Okay, and you can have that next to you. Okay, but if you get too crazy with the pup, I'm gonna have to move it, okay? Alright. Let's see here. Tuck that under my booty. Alright. Let's get the witch out of there first. Okay. Yeah. I'm not gonna bite your finger. Come on. Release. There we go. Well, it's really in there. Really shoved that in last year, didn't I? Gentle with it, please. Really don't want you breaking it. We can avoid it. Okay. I've got these for several years, kiddo. I'd like to keep them in as nice condition as possible. Despite your best effort to break the carousel one that we have. But I haven't pulled out yet. Okay. So, got that. And here, I will bring it up so you can see it on the camera here. Cute little witch broom thing, and it's got a little switch. Yeah. You like it? You like Halloween, baby? I know. It's our second favorite holiday. Okay, so I'm going to turn down the volume, and that guy can stay right here, flashing, giving everyone seizures. Okay. All right. You want to come sit next to it? Okay, be gentle. Okay, gentle with it. Okay, I know. Am I gonna have to put it down on the floor, guys? Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Okay. So today we're gonna read Jesus the Storyteller. We're gonna continue on the alphabet book and the best counting book ever. And you are giving me such a heart attack with this thing right now. Okay? So I'm gonna Let's get that off here so I don't have to worry about you breaking it. I envision you falling on it somehow, and I'll be so devastated because I like that so much. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so which of these three do you want to read? The alphabet book? Okay. So I'm going to read the alphabet book first. You have to get back in bed. I swear he had a fever yesterday. You wouldn't know it now. He gets better really quickly. D'Alessandro, I asked you to please stay in bed, okay? Apparently, I said this in yesterday's video, but whenever the kids go home with a fever over 100, they can't go to school the next day, even if they're better, just for health safety reasons. But clearly, he's feeling better. So, hey, elephant, come lay down. Come on, calm down. All right, the alphabet book. If I can turn the page. Hey, D'Alessandro, come here. Come here. Okay. Hey. Athena, I'm gonna banish you. Both of okay. Come on. Okay. All right, Athena, come out. You in bed. Okay. There we go. Shh. Okay. Now look at the letters there. All right. A. American ants. B. Bird on bike. C. Cow in car. D. Dog with drums. E. Elephant on eggs. F. Fox with fish. G. Goose with guitar. H. Horse on house. I. Indian with ice cream. J. Juggler with jack-o'-lanterns. K. Kangaroos with keys. L. Lion with lamb. M. Mouse with mask. I'm going to scooch back here just a bit. Okay, and I can sit next to you. Okay. How's that? Better? Okay. In. 9 in their nests. O. Octopus with oars. P. Penguins in parachutes. Q. Queen with water. R. Rabbit on roller skates. S. Skunk on scooter. T. Turtle at typewriter. U. Umpire under umbrella. Yeah. V. Vulture with violin. W. Walrus with wig. X. Xylophone for Xmas. Y. Yak with yo-yo. Z. Zebra with zither. And okay, now which of these do you want to read next? Counting book? Okay. Best counting book ever. You put your dirty feet on me? Excellent. Oh my gosh, those are really dirty feet. What have you been doing? Where did you go? Did you walk on a volcano? What happened here? There is no one to play with, says Willie Bunny. What can I do? Why don't you practice counting all the things you see today? Asks his father. Then at supper time, you can tell me how many things you've counted. That sounds like fun, says Willie. I will start right now. I am one bunny, and God, what is I might have to wet wipe those. One. Oh look, here comes Sally Bunny. One bunny and one bunny make two bunnies. Both bunnies have two eyes, two hands, 2 feet, and two long ears. Two. One mother and one father make two parents. Two fried eggs make a good breakfast for Daddy. Can you count two of anything else? Do you see the two mugs? Where are the two mugs? Can you show me the mugs? One. Where's the other mug? Two. Good job. Three. Willie and Sally go outside to play. Along comes their friend, Freddie Bunny. Two bunnies and one bunny make three bunnies. How many wheels are on Freddie's tricycle? That's right. There are three. Look at the three trucks, says Willie. One is big and two are small. What's that? Overhead. Sweet boy. 4. Here comes Flossie Bunny in her wagon. 3 bunnies and 1 bunny make 4 bunnies. Now there are 2 girl bunnies and 2 boy bunnies. Flossie has brought 4 apples in her 4-wheeled wagon for everyone to share. 4 mouse buses go down the street. 2 are yellow and 2 are red. 5. Beep beep, here comes Joey on his go-kart. That makes 5 bunnies. 4 were here already, and 1 more makes 5. 4 of the bunnies hear their mothers call them home. 4 bunnies go home. That leaves just 1 bunny, Willie. But Willie doesn't mind being alone. He still has lots of things to count. He sees 5 racing cars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, he counts. 6. Ding, 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 ding. 5 fire engines and a fire chief's car are speeding down the street. That makes 6 in the fleet. 3 have ladders, 3 do not. 5 are red, and 1 is white. Where is the fire? 7. The fire must be in the cat family's farmhouse. 7 cats are running out of the house. 5 are dressed and ready for school. The other 2 are a mother and a baby. The fire is in Mother Cat's oven, where she is baking 8 pies. 5 pies are burned, but 3 are baked just right. They did get a little wet, though. How many cats are going to eat at the table? 9. Well, those firemen have certainly made a mess of Mother Cat's kitchen floor. Splish, splosh, splash. They clean up with 9 mops. 5 mops are red, 2 are green, and 2 are yellow. 10. Here comes Father Cat with 10 watermelons from his garden. He slips and half of them fly out of his basket. 5 watermelons are still safe in his basket. Who has caught the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th watermelons? Will Mother Cat be able to catch the 10th one before it falls to the ground? Look out, Mother Cat! Now, let's see what Willie has counted so far. 1 Willie, 2 bunnies, 3 bunnies and 3 trucks, 4 bunnies and 4 buses, 5 bunnies and 5 racing cars, 6 fire engines, 7 cats, 8 pies, 9 mops, 9 watermelons, and the one that Mother Cat caught makes 10. Good for her. 11. Now I must find some bigger numbers, says Willie. I will look around the farm and see what I can find. Mother Cat is trying to hang 11 shirts on the line. 5 of them blow away in the strong wind. Then 5 more blow away. Mother Cat grabs the 11th shirt. That's brave, washing a red shirt with some yellow shirts. 12. Farmer Cat goes into the chicken house to gather eggs. He slips again and frightens his 12 hens. 5 hens are red, Five of them are white, and 2 more are black. 12 hens in all. They laid 12 eggs, 1 dozen eggs. Count them yourself. All the zoo animals dancing over there. 13. Willie says goodbye to Farmer Cat. As he walks down the lane, he sees 13 tractors in the field. 5 are plowing, 5 are planting, and 3 are just resting. 14. Suddenly, Willie discovers 14 travelers who have stopped beside the lane. 5 are sleeping, 5 are eating, and 4 are playing a game. Here, here, stop fighting over the cards, you rascals. 15. A little farther on, Willie hears 15 musicians playing. There are 5 tuba players. Oompa, oompa. 5 are trumpet players. Tootly toot, tootly toot. Can you count how many drummers there are? There are 5. So 15. 3 of each. 3 instruments, 5 each. Going past the rail yard, Willie sees a train made up of 16 cars. 5 are boxcars, 5 are coal cars, 5 are oil cars, and 1 is a caboose. A little engine is going to hook up all the cars. Do you think he can pull them all away? 17. Suddenly, 17 airplanes swoop down on Willie. 5 have single wings, 5 have double wings, 5 have triple wings, and 2 are jets. Whoosh! 18. A long car drives by with 18 happy lions. There are 5 gentlemen lions and 5 lady lions sitting in the front half of the car. 5 girl lions and 3 boy lions are sitting in the back of the car. That makes 18 happy lions in all. 19. Willie walks up to 19 pigs having a picnic. Just look at that long hot dog. Do you think it is big enough to feed 19 very hungry pigs? Maybe. 20. 20 cats are playing kick the ball. 10 cats are on each team. Look, number 6 has just kicked a goal. Apparently, kick the ball is soccer. 30. Willie counts 30 children coming home from school. He doesn't count the bus drivers. How many bus drivers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bus drivers. 1, 2, 3, McDonald's. You've been eating out a lot recently, kiddo. You might need to eat home for the rest of the weekend. 40. 40 mouse cars have engine trouble. 4 carriers are taking them to the garage to be repaired. My, that's a bumpy road. It is a bumpy road. I don't know that you can call it a road. It's a lot of rocks. 50. As Willie walks down by the beach, he sees 50 boats out on the ocean. There are 5 barges, 5 sailboats, 5 submarines, and 5 motorboats. It looks as if one motorboat is in trouble. He sees 5 ocean liners, 5 fishing boats, 5 tugboats, 5 police boats, 5 fireboats, and 5 rowboats. 50 boats in all. Hey there, firemen, be careful where you squirt that water. There's a lot of mice in this town. I'm not sure I'm comfortable with that. 60. A little farther along the beach, Willie sees 60 frogs enjoying themselves. How many frogs are playing ball? 5. How many frogs are riding in sailboats? 10. How many fishermen are about to fall into the water? 1. Oh boy, what are you doing here, you goofer? 70. It is getting late. On his way home, Willie stops at the Bug's flower garden, where he counts 70 flowers. Mr. Bug let Willie pick a flower to take home to his mother. She'll be very pleased. 80. 80 workers hurry home from work. Some are walking, some are riding. One of the workers is already at his front door. Why, it's Daddy Bunny! Willie is greeting him at the door. 90. At the supper table, Willie tells his father how many things he has counted during the day. Then the bunny family begins to eat. They have 90 carrots for supper. My, what a hungry bunny family. Those carrots taste good. 100. After supper, Willie and his father go outside. Willie counts 100 fireflies glowing in the dark sky. It looks as if the fireflies can count to 100 too. So can you. And now Jesus the storyteller. Goofy boy. Like all good teachers, Jesus was a good storyteller. He used stories to explain God's message to his disciples and to crowds of people who came to hear him. One day, Jesus was teaching. A clever teacher of the Jewish law began to ask some awkward questions. He hoped Jesus would make a mistake. Be careful. Tell me, said the teacher, how can I get to heaven and live forever? You know the scriptures as well as I do, replied Jesus. What do they say about it? They tell me to love God with all my heart and soul, and to love other people as I love myself. The teacher answered, quick as a flash. Exactly, replied Jesus. It's as simple as that. But, went on the teacher, who are the people I should love? Jesus answered him by telling a story. Dale, come back. Come back. Yeah. Come on. Sweet boy. There was once a man who was traveling along the road from Jerusalem to Jericho when he was attacked by robbers. They beat him up and stole his money. Then they ran off, leaving him half dead by the roadside. Not long afterwards, a priest came along. He saw the injured man covered in blood. There must be robbers about, he said to himself. I'd better get out of here. Then he crossed to the other side of the road and hurried off. Soon he was out of sight. A little later, a Levite came walking by. His job was helping the priest in the temple, and he was busy thinking about everything he had to do that day. He saw the injured man and went over to look. And in a hurry, he thought to himself, I just don't have the time to get involved with this problem. Anyway, the man's probably dead, and for all I know, the robbers may still be nearby. They may decide to attack me too. And the Levite hurried off without a backward look. It was afternoon before anyone else came past. This was a man from Samaria, a region whose citizens did not worship God in the same way as the Jewish people. The Samaritans were hated by many Jews. As soon as the Samaritan saw the injured man, he hurried over. The Samaritan then gently dragged the man into the shade of a tree and cleaned his wounds with wine. He rubbed oil into the man's bruises and tore up his own clothes to make bandages. The Samaritan lifted the injured man on to his own donkey and took him to the nearest inn. He sat up with the patient all night, nursing him. Dale, no. Dalsandra, come back. You want to sit? Okay. That's wonderful. He sat up with the patient all night, nursing him. The following morning, the traveler was much better. The Samaritan went to the innkeeper. I want you to look after this man, the Samaritan said. Here are 2 silver coins. If you need to spend more than this before he is well enough to leave, I will pay you back when I pass by here again next week. Now, said Jesus, you tell me which of these 3 men treated the injured man most lovingly. I suppose it was the Samaritan, replied the teacher grudgingly. He was annoyed by the story. He did not like having to admit that an enemy of the Jews might treat a stranger better than a Jewish priest or a Levite would. That Samaritan showed real love, said Jesus. He didn't worry about whether the injured man was a Samaritan or a Jew. He didn't worry about that looking after the injured man would prevent him from doing whatever it was he himself planned to do. He just saw someone else who needed help and helped him. Now you go off and behave in the same way. On another occasion, Jesus told a story to some priests to explain how God has a place for everyone, even those who have done wrong. There was once a farmer who had 2 sons. The younger son was tired of working on the land, so he went to his father. Father, he said, I don't want to wait till you die to get my share of your fortune. Will you give it to me now? His father made no comment. He just gave his son a large bag of money. The young man left home. He went to another country and had a wild time enjoying himself. Soon he had spent all his money. His friends abandoned him. Then a severe famine hit the country, and the only job the young man could get was looking after pigs. Sometimes he was so hungry that he ate pig food. Eventually he came to his senses. I am starving, he said to himself. I will go home and tell my father how foolish I have been. I will beg his forgiveness and look at and ask him to give me work on his farm again. The farmer saw his younger son in the distance and ran to welcome him. He threw his arms around him. My son is home, the farmer cried excitedly to his servants. Go and fetch my best robe and some new sandals. Kill that calf we've been saving. We're going to have a feast. Then he pushed a ring onto his son's finger. He refused to listen to his son's apologies and instead sat him in the most important seat. When the older brother came home from the fields and found out what was going on, he was furious. I have stayed loyal by your side, working like a slave day and night, he protested to his father. And you have given me no reward. Now your good-for-nothing son turns up, having spent all your money, and you hold a feast for him? It's not fair. The farmer was sorry to see his son so jealous. Don't forget, he reminded his son, you are here all the time, and everything I have will be yours one day. But I thought your brother was dead, and now he has returned alive and well. Isn't it right that we should celebrate? Be happy with me, and forgive your brother as I have done. That's what God would want you to do. Through stories such as these, Jesus helped people understand what trusting God really means, and how they should live their lives. Boy, you're not calm, but you're calmer when Athena isn't here. Maybe we shouldn't have her in for story time. What do you think? I don't want to eat your fingers. No, I don't. I don't know where those fingers have been and have seen your feet. I'm not sure I trust your hands. I think we're going to need to wash your hands and feet before bed. What do you think about that? Okay? We got brand new clean sheets. I'd like you to sleep in them clean too. All right. Can you get up so mommy can get up? If I look in your nose. If I poke at you, huh? There we go. Okay. Oh, my sweet boy. Love you, little boy. Okay. All right. Oh, buddy made a fun noise. All right, guys. So we will be back tomorrow because clearly he's doing just fine now. Are you doing okay now? I know the broom shop. I know. Oh boy. Yes. Oh, sweet boy. Oh yes. All right, guys. We will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.